Misfit.
Oh, I might be declaring civil war.
Wait. Yep.
Yes.
Might. You're not sure.
I found a reason that I saw something happening where I go, okay, that might be the reason.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the reason I die.
Wait, you're gonna lay down your life? Jesus Christ.
That's the hill I might die on. Is what I'm saying.
Can we wait till we make a little bit more revenue before you do that? You're the only one that's doing all the videos and shit. I don't have nowhere else to go after this.
I forget. There's a lot of stake right now. Give us how many plays we'll get after that?
Yeah. That'll be like our biggest video, and after that is it. Never uploaded. It'd be like people would be like, "Damn, what happened to Misfit Nation? They stopped uploading."
All right. Well, check this article out, and this is being spoken about in a lot of leftist circles by a lot of powerful people.
Okay.
That will have power if Joe Biden is actually the president. Ah. And this is the thing that made me go like, okay, I could stand if Joe Biden wins, I'll be able to stand it. This is the thing that I said like, no, Trump has to win this shit. Okay. Like I'm hoping everything that Trump wins.
Okay. So what do you got?
Robert Rich, I'm gonna call him Rich.
I'm gonna call him Reich.
Proposes post-election commission to censor and blacklist Trump supporters. Ooh. And leftists on Twitter salivate over the idea.
Wait, what?
What they're planning on doing?
Commission to censor and blacklist. Is that from a specific site, like only from Twitter?
The leftists that they're talking about. Okay. No, this is from a site called The Blaze. They're very credible, actually.
Okay.
But I'm gonna show you the Twitter thread. And the leftists that I'm talking about are obviously AOC and the fucking squad. Mm-hmm. A bunch of like political pundits and a bunch of leftist motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Pieces of shit.
I heard if you read The Blaze, Breitbart, and all that shit, you're racist.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
So this is a very dangerous thing because what they're talking about doing is putting together what they call a Truth and Reconciliation Commission or project. One of the either or. I've seen it. Words. And what they want to do is ultimately they want to be able to track down Trump supporters and people who've said things, specifically media personalities, hence us. You know what I mean? Not to toot our own horn, but we are. To be able to put them on this sort of list that they're eventually going to start bringing them in to face tribunals.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Tribunal.
Basically what they're doing in Canada, where Canada's lost all free speech pretty much, where you can be brought in by what they call, I think, is the Human Rights Tribunal. I'm sure Feldbard will jump into the comments and let us know. And let us know how bad it is, because I hear different stories. But if there's somebody who offends somebody or says something quote-unquote hate speech that they deem hate speech, they can bring them in and make them face a tribunal, which is basically a committee that they have to make their case to. And then the committee decides what happens.
Like you can get a ticket or get sent to jail type shit?
That's what's happening in... Wow. Like, I think in Canada, what's happening is there's a lot of businesses that get shut down. Like the cake shops and the people who are like, no, I'm not making a gay wedding cake. Right. I'm a Christian. Right. Or this is a Christian shop.
You should have that right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's go to another fucking shop.
You know how many cake shops are out there? Just find another one.
Yeah. Now you're being a dick.
Yeah. Right.
If it's the only cake shop in the world or in that city or whatever, then maybe you have something to complain about. Yeah. But
there's one right down the street.
Yes. And you can thank capitalism for that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Queers.
But I want my cake made by him.
A. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically the If now I said this in a leftist circle, they would go, no, that's not what we're doing. We're trying to make sure people are responsible and we move forward and all this progressive horseshit.
Move forward.
Yeah. But really, that's inevitably what they're trying to do because they've done it in other countries and it came from leftist politics.
Trying to put us in a bad player lobby and then put us to trial?
Yeah. Wow. We're in the dunce lobby. But yeah, this is 100% not even anti-free speech. This is actively fascism. So yeah, I'll fucking go to war for this.
I mean, I think what's we gotta realize though is that these are platforms that we the people made. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody from all walks of life and all around the world have used Twitter and have continued to use Twitter. All it takes is another app that's like Twitter to come along and boom, there you got another Twitter. So, I mean, they can enact all this shit, but eventually they're going to end up pushing people away into a different service that you could talk your shit.
It's beyond what you're like, even social media. Okay. We're talking real world.
Okay.
All right. I believe this happened in Canada. There's this transgender, and the only reason I hesitated is because it's not even somebody I would even consider a transgender. It's a dude in a fucking dress.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no sex change going on.
Okay, so it's a tranny.
Yeah.
All right.
And his thing is he goes around to businesses that he knows are either going to refuse his service and I'll tell you how fucking insane it is. But he'll go and then the service will be refused for whatever reason, and then he'll go, oh, it's because you're transphobic. And then he'll take them he'll make a report to the human rights tribunals, and these businesses have to go and make their cases. Now, I'm sure you heard the story. What he did is he went to a Brazilian wax shop and said, hey, I want to get a bikini wax. And they go like, you're a dude. Like
if he was post-op, they were like, nah. Fuck out of here.
Maybe they could. This is the thing.
Yeah.
The shop was like, no, we're not doing that for one, because you're a dude. But two, a bikini wax is different from a ball wax.
Right.
You have to use different things. So if you wanted a bikini wax, like we would have to get we're not prepared for that.
Yeah.
And we don't do that.
We're not equipped for your equipment.
Right. So he makes a report and goes, they're being transphobic. They're saying that they're not doing it because I'm a guy and I don't identify as a guy. Now they had to go make their case, and I want to say they got shut down, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember.
They got shut down.
I'm pretty sure they got shut down though.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is beyond social media. We're talking about just common sense. Like you don't even know why I can't do it, but you're calling it transphobic, and now I'm making my case.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's dangerous. Now that's dangerous.
And then what's the punishment?
There shouldn't be a punishment. And not for serving somebody. Like, okay, so it's different if you say, I'm not going to serve you because you're black. Because I can't help that I'm black. You know what I'm saying? But to say that I'm not going to make your cake because I don't believe in your lifestyle, that's a little different because you could just find another cake shop. You know what I'm saying?
Well, again, with the cake
I guess you could make the argument that a black guy can find another cake shop to make
with the cake shop, right?
Right.
Would it be reasonable if somebody came in and said, "Hey, I want you to make a cake for the Church of Satan," and he was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
That's totally reasonable.
That's reason for the same exact reason.
The same exact reason, exactly.
Honestly, it should be. It's your choice. It's your shop. You could choose the service you choose. It says it in every establishment. Yeah. We could turn you away if we want to.
100%. That's your right.
The whole point of making the whole business is to run it by your rules.
Yeah. And then that's the thing is that's when you like the way it's supposed to work is then if you're doing that and just being a rude fuck to everybody, eventually people will just stop going to your place anyway. Just naturally.
Right.
Because then another place will open up and it'll be 10 times better.
Right.
So you'll put yourself out of business. That's why they have to push for it, because they know their cases aren't strong enough for the community to get behind them. They have to make it to like a federal, the whole world is outraging about it now. And most of the time, the people that the whole entire world is outraging about something, the people that live in the community with those people are like, fuck that guy.
Right.
Fuck him.
Like, I know him personally. He's a jackass.
Yeah. Right. So all you people on TV talking about the community needs that, you're not talking about us, and we live with the fucking guy. Mm-hmm. So it's just bullshit. So if we're going to now where they're just saying Trump supporters, period. I mean, if you want to read a couple things in this article, just the way they word it, it's
singling out a group of people for their political beliefs, and that in itself is fascism. So you're right.
Based on them, like, calling it that, they identify it as dangerous, and they haven't made a case for it being dangerous. You can make a case for something being dangerous, but you haven't done that with Trump supporters. They fucking boarded up the cities because they thought there was going to be a riot because everybody thought Trump was going to win, and then now everybody thinks Joe Biden won, and nobody rioted.
One fucking riot from any Trump supporter.
Not one. Not what there was.
They're loud, they're angry, they're upset, and they're voicing their opinions, but they're not burning shit down.
There was protests, and the most violent thing that happened in those protests is that they broke out in prayer. Seriously,
I did see that, and it's funny how this country who prides itself on Christianity and Christian values, and I don't know if they do that anymore. Maybe that's just the conservative side. But they sit there and laugh at people who's actually praying for what they want to see to be the outcome. It's like, motherfucker, you don't pray? Like, you don't...
Then again, 2 months ago, there was a bunch of leftists praying to a group of black people.
Yeah.
Apologizing.
Bootlickers.
Bootlickers.
So, AOC progressives pursue Truth and Reconciliation Commission for Trump supporters. This was her tweet. Is like anyone archiving these Trump sycophants for when they try to downplay or deny their complicity in the future? I foresee decent probability of... Stop trying to sound smart, you fucking... hood rat. You're a hood rat.
And she called AOC a hood rat.
She's a wannabe hood rat. She's actually very well off.
Yeah.
Fucking
college educated and all that.
You cunt. I foresee decent probability of many deleted tweets, writings, photos in the future. See, that's projection because that's the shit they do.
Yeah. That's the going back to find what you posted and persecuting you for it.
Yeah.
Whether it been like 10 years ago, you don't even feel like that anymore.
Right.
Gotcha.
And she sees a probability of that because that's what she would do in the situation. And then, people jumped in.
The Trump Accountability Project. What?
Yes, we are. Hold on.
Every administration.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before you read it, go ahead.
Why you gotta play my music?
Read it.
All right. The Trump Accountability Project. Every administration staffer, campaign staffer, bundler, lawyer who represented him, everyone. Damn.
I'm just gonna keep this playing.
Yeah, why not, right? Let's see what's next. Oh, another AOC. Any R now reporting or promoting rejection of an election or calling to not follow the will of voters or making baseless allegations of fraud should never serve in office. Join a corporate board, find a faculty position, or be accepted into polite society.
I heard Joe Biden say, it's been debunked, this is fake, at least 75 times throughout this campaign.
It's been debunked, it's fake. And he are.
And what's crazy is that right before the election, they were all going off like Trump can't say that he won right away because even after we're gonna have to count the mail-in ballot, we're not gonna know. And then they just turn around and do exactly everything they said that Trump was gonna do.
Because they're saying that it's a landslide when it's not.
That and also not conceding, but claiming that Joe Biden won.
Yeah.
They're doing that. Like, nobody's officially said that the election's over.
Except for the Associated Press.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's leaning on, is the Associated Press. And who are they associated with?
It wasn't them that actually said it first.
Oh, was it them?
It was CNN.
Oh, fuck
that
CNN.
claimed it, yeah.
fucking the protesters don't even like CNN.
And then when Fox,
but the Associated Press also puts a disclaimer out before they made the announcement that anybody that makes an announcement other than them is not accountable. So
yeah,
I don't know if that gives it any justice, but people are going to follow what they hear. They've been doing it.
I mean, so they've already started making their list.
Checking it twice.
I hope I'm at the top of that list so I can be the first one to tell that cunt to go fuck herself right to her face. Please do that. If there's a God up there, he'll make there be a glitch in that fucking thing. And I'll be more important on the list for some reason.
I mean, look, I think you're right. I mean, this AOC chick, she's definitely somebody who's after power, and this is just a power grab move. It's telling people what they can't say, and if you say what I don't agree with, I'm gonna block you from saying it.
Yeah,
and it's just not right.
And now it's trying to erase. Somebody said it. I'll put it up on the screen. But somebody said specifically, we're trying to erase the last 4 years. Meaning, what I believe was because Trump got 8 million new votes, supposedly, because we don't know the counts. But I think a lot of people started waking up to the Democrats' bullshit, whether or not they became Republicans or not. I think a lot of people saw that and was like, I don't like how they acted. A lot of Democrats voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Because of that.
It switched over.
Yeah, so I think they're trying to erase that and erase the people that actually changed their mind.
So, but what does erasing the last 4 years entail? Like, they make it sound like, for the people that are still alive, barring all the cases that people want to talk about, like Charlotte and the Ahmaud Arbery and all that other shit. Like, other than that, like, what are we really saying? Like, are we saying like the economy wasn't good? And I know Trump hangs his hat on that, but I mean, that's important, especially to America. I always say America's in the business, and we were running pretty good for the last 4 years.
Well, you said most people voted, you think, based on COVID. And after
I think so.
After the election, after you said that, I actually thought about it. I think you're right. Because most people, when they start arguing about it, they'll bring up the mask and he let this many people die and this, and then you got to get into that argument. And it's like,
and how do you argue with somebody who thinks that the president is in control of a virus that nobody's ever seen before?
Or how do you argue with somebody that doesn't understand that he wasn't in control of what states did? Like that.
Yeah, that too.
There are people that didn't. I almost forgot talking to people like when the election came up and everybody started talking about it in normal conversation. That these are all people that didn't pay attention all those years that we did. Just because we had to cover it, and then I got interested, but they weren't following it the same way we were, and they're think
only
now
seeing clips.
Yeah, they don't understand that it wasn't Trump's fault that many people died in New York as opposed to other, states. Is how the states, they had their own power to do it.
And let's keep it real. I mean, a lot of people are going to die in New York because New York is compact and everybody's so close to each other. So if you get the disease from being close to people and they didn't enact the 6 feet apart and people aren't going by that rule, then yeah, you're probably going to see a lot of casualties at first until people realize, okay, maybe we should not go out as much.
This is how I think the term conspiracy theory becomes a thing. Now they're doing it instantly. They're automatically calling voter fraud a conspiracy theory. I heard it said on the news.
Yeah, me too.
Quite a few times.
I saw a tweet that was like, how can the president who's got unlimited amount of information at his disposal believe in conspiracy theories? Because they're true.
He's been right about it.
Yeah,
almost all of them.
Almost all of them. Almost all of them. Every last one.
Almost all. Think about this, right? When 9/11 happened.
Yes.
Right. I wasn't paying attention to politics before that. That's when I started getting into it. Was after that. A little bit after that. Is the whole did 9/11 go down the way they told us? Whether you believe whatever you believe, I think we all believe that there was something that we didn't know or something that wasn't told to us.
There's definitely something that wasn't told to us.
To this day, right?
Yeah.
People were talking about that literally the day, like weeks before that, months before that. There was a guy who predicted it. And he said there's going to be a big thing. Alex Jones was one of them that predicted it. And then it happened, and he said, I know what this is going to be. This is going to be this. This is going to be this.
It's going to lead to this.
And it's going to lead to this. And then it happened, and then after that, he was continuing. This is happening, blase blah. You see, it just happened, and then he got a strong fan base from that, right? Now, point being is, we now are the people when it comes to this election and comes to politics. We're the Alex Jones people now, where we've been paying attention to it. So when it happened, now we're telling people like, no, this is bullshit. Even COVID, you tell people about masks, they don't even want to hear it. They'll look at it as conspiracy. You know what I mean? And it's going to take them another 8 months before they catch up to us. And that's, I think I haven't looked at it that way. And I realized that when I talk to just people that don't give a fuck, they watch Oprah and believe everything she says. You know what I mean? Old women, they're just so gullible. You know?
I mean, women in general, but I think that's a different.
That's why they use fear to control.
And emotions.
Yeah.
But you know that a fireball can't chill with snowflakes. I'm the 800-pound gorilla.
Go ahead and get 800-pound gorilla.
Y'all really, you can't do that. Stop doing that, though. That's the white strings, bro.
Is that? Oh, that's the puppet master.
Yes, bro. You're over here.
So you're expecting Blaze to not express his natural need to sound like an ape.
There you go.
Yes.
It's science, bro. You can't refute that.
To make white people happy. That's racist.
Make white people happy.
It's racist as fuck.
Yeah, all I'm doing is placating, dog. I'm dancing.
Okay, you shucking and jiving.
Shucking and jiving. Go download that 800-pound gorilla
Hey,
today.
download 800-pound gorilla today.
Yes.
CD Baby, iTunes.
CD Baby, all that. But you ain't getting the
YouTube Music.
I ain't gonna sound like a monkey on Podbean.
You gotta be fucked up.
That's what I'm gonna do at my shows. When I come out on stage, I'm gonna have everybody. Woo, woo, woo.
Fucking awesome, bro. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It'll work too.
Never been one for the front. Never been one for a stunt. Never owe none to a plug. Never loan none to a thug. I'm in no rush to blow up. I'ma go up and above. And this ain't nothing but love. But I'm coming to toughen them up.
We got it. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one too. All right.
That was so good, I almost called the police.